What's going on, my loves? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and God bless, depending on where you are in this blessed and beautiful world. My message for this week is around mindset and around the things that we're constantly speaking over ourselves, the conversations that we're having, what we are focusing on that we don't understand we are continuously attracting to us. It's natural for us to have small conversations with our friends. Hey, what are you doing? How was your day? What did you do this weekend? With our coworkers about our weekend or something that's going on in our lives, or our significant other, and not understand that when we constantly focus on the negative, we constantly think of the things that are not working out in our lives, that we're going to continue to attract more of that to us. It's very easy when someone asks you how you're doing for you to think of the thing that's not going well, for you to complain, for you to talk about what's missing, the lack thereof, because it seems more prevalent in your life. What we don't understand is just the intensity and the power of our minds and what we can do to actually quiet some of that chatter. We're constantly putting things inside of us in terms of like the music we listen to, the books maybe that we're reading, whether it be audio or something we're actually reading, the interactions that we're having, and it's so easy for us to focus on the negative, what's not working well, what did not go great, the job promotion that we got passed over on, the debt that we have, the relationship that if he would just do this one thing, he would be perfect. And it's very easy for us to consistently be in a mindset of lack and of not being able to appreciate. But we can do small things every day to turn that around and start to retrain our brains, our thought processes, our conversations, the things around us, what we even tune our energy and what we send out so that in turn we can get it back. It's easy. It's little small things every single day. And I always talk about being very intentional, and it's easy for you to be great at something for a day or two, but try doing it every day for a week or for 2 weeks or a month or a year. When I went through my year of yes, initially it was exciting because I was embarking on a new journey, and I was excited to see if I could really stick to 1 year of blogging and paying attention to my emotions and being in tune and being intentional and speaking what I wanted over my life. And I did that, and then thought that when the year was over, that I would just magically be transformed. And I have to intentionally and be very intentionally focus on the right things and be very specific about what I want. And I realize when I don't have a set routine and there's things I don't do every single day, that it's easy for me to backtrack and take a week off or 2 weeks off or 3 weeks off. And before I know it, I'm back in that cruise control situation. So that's something that I feel like we don't even realize that we slip into so carefully. Like it just happens because you're like, I'm just going to take today off. I just want to vent and get this one little tiny situation off my chest about what he did, because I just need to get it off because it's going to make me feel better. And it doesn't make you feel better. Then you start thinking about the last thing that happened and the last position that you didn't get. And before you know it, the first thing you want to do is look at the lack, and you have to turn your mentality and your mindset to always focusing on what's abundant, what's working well, to understanding that where you are in terms of your situation, whether it be literally physically if you're in a home or an apartment that you're not in love with, or financially if you're not in a financial state that you know you're not comfortable with, or if it's in a relationship that you are not the happiest with, that you have to consistently start to speak those things over your life. Start to speak those things over everything that you're doing and affirm it to the point where you believe it. And when you have circumstances or even just conversations in your head that are against what you know is true, for you to be strong enough to actually identify what the lie is, because you know it's a lie. Something has happened and you labeled yourself as that: hurt, depressed, frustrated, broke, beaten down, broken, whatever. And then you labeled and identified yourself as that, and you didn't give yourself the opportunity to first forgive yourself over and over, giving yourself as many chances, as many opportunities as you need so that you can forgive yourself. If it's every day, if it's several times a day, that you have to give yourself the chance to start over. You have to give yourself to not identify with what your past looked like, or the things that did not go well, or the opportunities that you think you missed. Because it's very easy when we look back at something that didn't work out, we're like, man, if I had this one more chance, one more day, if I would have made this one right move, or had this decision been made, my whole life would be different. And we don't understand, we're not in that position, we're not at that certain level, we're not at that job, and we're not in those circumstances because it's not our time. We're not ready for it, or there's something even better that we can't even fathom coming. And so often we don't get it right away because we're not in agreement with the fact that it is ours, that we deserve it, that it belongs to us, that we are in alignment with it, that it's something that we are supposed to have, that we've worked for it, that we've sacrificed for it. Instead, we normally want to put ourselves through more pain, more frustration, more heartache. And we don't realize we're doing it to ourselves because humans, we're so good at self-sabotaging. We're good at talking ourselves out of the amazing idea that could literally change your whole life. It could be $1 million idea, $1 billion idea, or more importantly, could save someone else's life by you just trusting yourself. Instead, we allow ourselves to think of all the reasons why it won't work. So I want to encourage you to just start having different conversations and start doing small things every single day until you get to the point where it becomes a habit, and to be more focused on doing it on the days that you don't want to do it, because you know that's going to make you even stronger, and it be in more appreciation for it when you get to it. So change your mentality, change your daily routine. Start changing the things that you do, the conversations that you have. If you're used to nagging or talking to that friend every morning on the way to work about what's not working, or social media or gossip, and you know that's not a healthy way to start the day, start replacing that with your favorite song or music or a sermon or a speaker or an audio book, or something that's going to be better for your soul, for your spirit, for your energy. Start having gratitude rants every morning, and showing what you're in appreciation for, and looking around at your circumstances, and really like being truly and deeply in appreciation for where you are, for the things that are coming into your life, and stating the things and being in appreciation for the things that are not even here yet because they're coming. If you want it, if you have the desire, you have the ability to get it. It's just a matter of you not giving up, having faith, putting in the work, executing, and doing a lot of small things very, very well each day. With the time that you're allotted, do the best that you can, and do a lot of small things daily, and get into those non-negotiables, and get that daily routine that allows you to execute no matter what. I love you all to life. I want to wish you a blessed, beautiful, and amazing, and abundant, a freaking spectacular day. And remember, love, it all starts with you.